Give us the backstory, brother. Give us the origin story of Nate Bargatze.
Nashville kid, right?
Nashville, yeah. Born and raised Old Hickory. Grew up there.
All Southern guys always got Old Hickory. Yeah,
Old
the
Hickory.
specific town. Yeah.
Yeah.
Old Hickory.
Old Hickory. So grew up there. I don't know how far back. Went to
Hit me.
Yeah.
school.
So
Went to school.
Went to school. Okay. There's.
I did the
pretty
school
good.
thing.
Okay.
Everybody was doing that, and try to go to college. Well, I joke about it, but no, community college for
Were
a
you
year.
a good student or no?
No.
Even as a younger kid.
I think I was a good student up until I'm trying to figure it out. I fell down a cliff when I was 12.
Okay.
And into Old Hickory Lake, and I was really good up to then. Seventh grade, I won all the awards, education awards.
Okay.
The big time science award, real deal stuff.
I thought you were going to say you got smart after that accident.
No, I think it went the other way.
Like a phenomenon thing.
Yeah, it did, but the other way. It was, and then after that, it was just I only got perfect attendance.
How hurt did you get when you fell on the cliff? Unconscious?
Yeah, I don't remember the whole day.
No kidding.
Yeah.
Really?
Yeah.
What were you doing on top of the? Were you?
We would always climb down this. It was not like a straight drop. It was kind of at an angle. And so we would always go down it, just go to the, you're being kids. One day I just slipped. It was 60 feet.
Jeez.
And then, dude, I've told a story about it on stage, but it's then I landed in the water. A guy found me. They ambulance, the whole thing.
No way.
You were by yourself?
I was with 2 other people. They went and got help.
Oh, okay.
And then yeah. But when they left, there happened to be 2 people fishing right over there.
Saw you.
And they went over there. And the story, one of those guys that carried me up, my dad's a magician, did a show in a prison, and one of the guys that carried me up met him, was
he was in the can?
He was in the can.
What?
Yeah. And he said, because he was once my dad said his name, he's like, he goes, my dad would talk about
your
me.
Boy.
He goes, I carried him up, and then they've been
get me out of here.
He's been following me since then. There's a great chance he listens to this podcast. Only this
awesome.
podcast.
That's
Guy
nuts.
saved your life.
Yeah.
I wonder what he was
The
doing.
joke was that someone in the can would only listen to your guys. They only knows where you guys exist. He doesn't know there's anybody above it.
Wait, there's more podcasts?
He goes, wait a second.
We're big in the penitentiary circle.
Yeah.
I wonder what they were doing at the thing. They could have been doing something shady, and then
Could've
saw
been.
you, and then
Could have been.
wow.
Yeah, you know
It's
what?
like
I
an
did not ask
anti-hero
that.
story.
Yeah. I don't know what they. Yeah, they threw one body in, and then they go, well, might as well even it out.
Get the kid, grab the kid.
grab the kid, and grab the
Might
kid.
be worth a couple of bucks. Get
Yeah.
hemmed up.
Okay.
Was your dad always a professional magician from the time that you were born?
And clown.
And clown. He was a
Well-documented
clown.
clown.
Till I was about. He would do a clown. 12. Always did magic though, but he did.
Okay.
He would dress as. He would do a clown until about 12. Then he stopped being a clown. Just did the magic.
Just did magic. And this is local entertainment in Old Hickory.
No,
Or was he
would,
on the road?
No, yeah,
Bit regional.
He'd go on the road a little bit. There's a lot of magic conventions that they do.
I have to say, one of the first Are You Garbage questions is are you related to a clown?
yeah.
Yeah.
It was one of the original AYG questions.
Oh, yeah. The
There you
most
go.
related.
The most.
Yeah.
You said that like you wanted a check. Like,
Yeah. All right. Well, I should get a point. Do I get a
Yeah, it's not a good point.
It's not. Oh, it's not a good.
It's not a
point.
good point. You don't want that point.
Okay.
what did your mom do?
She worked at a bank and then, would be at home. She cleaned houses for at one point.
Okay.
Just stuff like that.
So your dad was supporting everybody doing this.
Yeah,
Humble
but
beginnings?
he would always. Oh yeah.
Okay.
What was the house like?
My house.
Yeah, was it like an apartment, a
We had
condo,
an
a
apartment, and then we had a duplex.
You had an apartment in Old Hickory?
Well, I don't know if we were exactly in Old Hickory, but yeah, there was an
Outskirts.
apartment there's an apartment complex in Old Hickory.
Okay.
And then we lived in a duplex that was in Old Hickory, and then when they first bought the house, I was probably 10 or 11, and it was just a 2-bedroom house. I have a brother and a little sister.
Okay.
I just found this out because I asked my mom because they was doing another interview. And they were talking about how I grew up or whatever. So they was like, "Are you middle class?" And then I called my mom, and we were lower middle class. So we weren't food stamps. We were just whatever's right above it.
Yeah.
We weren't middle class. I think we
You're
eventually
talking
got
to two of them right
yeah,
now.
no, you got to. We eventually. Maybe my parents got to middle class, but it would have been when I was gone, and then my
Later.
sister. Yeah.
And how far apart is your brother and sister?
My brother's 3 years younger. My sister's about 10.
10 years younger.
Yeah.
Okay.
So she grew up kind of like,
better.
I was gone. Yeah.
Gotcha.
Well, then me and my brother were out, so then it's just one child, and then
Right.
as gradually as your parents get their ground,
Yeah, they just start doing a little
Sure.
better. Yeah.
they start doing a little better.
Okay. What were the vacations like when you were a kid? Where would you guys go?
I mean, there was
New Hickory.
there was not really many vacations.
Nothing in the summer.
No, we wouldn't take regular vacations, but we would if we did do some. We didn't do them a lot. We'd go to Kings Island. It's
Okay.
a theme park in Ohio. Kings Island. Once we drove to St. Louis, saw the Arch.
Okay.
And
Turned
then
around, went
turned
home.
around, came back. Basically,
A
turned
wrap
around, went
on
home.
that.
And that was kind of it. We'd go either there or there, that I can remember. We never really went to Florida. Never really went to. I mean, we couldn't never really afford. I mean, we couldn't really we weren't a big. When people talk about going on vacation, like growing up, I was like, I just didn't. They're like, oh, we go to Florida every summer. You're like, I mean, there was never any of that.
Anything steady. What was the first
Yeah.
time you were on a plane? Because I assume none of those vacations you were flying anywhere, right?
No. We drove everywhere. Hours. We go Chattanooga too, about 2 hours.
Okay.
Yeah,
All right.
that's a big one.
You should open with that.
Yeah. No, that's
Lead with the show.
Money
stuff.
bags?
yeah. He goes, rolling, dude. He goes.
And is there family in the general Old Hickory area, like your dad's brother or anybody?
A lot of them live in Louisville, Kentucky,
Okay.
and but then I've had a lot in Nashville. So my grandmother, my dad's mom, lived in Nashville, ran away to Louisville, Kentucky.
Ran away.
What do you
Ran
mean by
away.
ran away?
Just ran away.
Like from her family?
Yeah, from her
Okay.
family.
When she was young, not when
she
you
was
were.
young.
Okay.
Yeah. No, when she was young. Yeah, 75. At 75,
That's
she
it.
goes,
I'm leaving.
Yeah, that's it. He goes, I can't take it anymore.
This one's falling down.
We did,
cliff.
yeah.
I'm
It was
getting
a
outta here.
silver alert, and we just couldn't find her. We were like, I don't know where she's at.
That's a deep cut.
yeah,
good.
Yeah. So
Okay.
she goes to Louisville. Then she gets married, raises kids there. My dad had a very rough upbringing, and then they get married, or my mom. Then my dad runs away from Louisville to Nashville,
Okay.
and then so that's how we ended up back in Nashville.
Oh.
Yeah,
And how did your mom and dad meet?
they met 7th grade.
What?
Yeah,
Wow.
That's crazy.
yeah.
Wow.
So
7th grade sweethearts.
yeah,
All the way through.
yeah. My dad would be great on this too. Like he would be.
Yeah, he ran away.
He ran away.
He's a clown.
Yeah, he's a clown. Yeah, he goes,
He's a perfect guest.
he's the champ.
We only
Yeah.
booked you to get to your dad,
Yeah.
if we're being honest with you.
And what were so you weren't good in school. What was the sports situation? Did you
I
play?
I played sports growing up. Baseball was probably the most consistent. Played till I was 13, and then after about that, I played basketball, but I got cut every year from my high school basketball team.
Okay.
So
Got tenacity, though. He
I
keeps
know.
going back.
Keep going back. I played for my church.
Okay.
Church had a basketball team?
Yeah, church had a basketball team. There's church basketball was like kind of a thing.
Oh, I know what you mean, like CYO League. Or that's
We
what
would
we
call
have
it-
in
we
our
would
area.
call it
up there.
Catholic Youth League. Okay.
Oh
that makes
yeah,
sense.
yeah. Ours was Nashville Baptist Association,
There you go.
the
All
NBA.
right.
And so
Pretty good.
I played church. I was great in
You
church
were good on that
basketball.
team?
Yeah.
Okay.
I should have made the team at some point in my high school.
Mm-hmm.
I think at least 1 year I should have got thrown a bone. First year, my dad was the assistant coach. Still did not make it.
Jesus.
Yeah, he cut me.
That's a cutthroat clown right there.
Yeah.
You don't mess around.
Yeah.
Cut your dad. Cut you.
That's
Yeah.
crazy.
And then after that, the coaches kept the tradition, and then cut me the rest of the.
So you would go home after school, and then he would come home a couple hours later from basketball practice.
Got a big trophy. And
Got a big
stuff.
trophy and say, yeah. Here's what fun little thing though. I'll tell you. I gave my because my high school is my only alumni. So
Sure.
I gave my high school money, and my name is on the court now.
Yeah.
Are you
Came back
kidding me?
around. Yeah.
That's a baller move.
Whoa.
So we're in there.
That's great.
Is it the Nate Bargatze basketball courts?
Yeah.
So over at Bargatze
sick.
Courts.
Wait, we've had a lot
Wow,
of lot
that's
of
crazy.
people come in and do a lot of cool things. That might be the coolest thing I've heard.
I assume it was a pretty nice chunk of change. Did
Yeah,
they redo
yeah.
it?
No, they're redoing. They're building a whole thing. So they're doing a
Okay.
whole big building, and It was announced. Like, I'm not trying to act like I'm, anything.
No.
But it's,
That's awesome.
I mean, I only gave my high school. I don't have, anything else. So.
Didn't go to college.
I went to Volunteer State Community College for about a year, 0 credits, all remedial classes. I got a 17 on my ACT. So
I don't think that's any good.
No, it's pretty low.
I got an 870 on my SATs. So
Oh, yeah. I didn't even do that.
I got that 17. I was like, you know what? That's
17
it for me.
they go. They didn't even bother.
That's crazy.
They didn't even bother. So I had to take all remedial classes for the first year to get.
So they didn't even count as credits.
No, because I didn't have enough to even start. Yeah, so I had to do a full year of that, and then I went to Western Kentucky University for a semester, and then failed bowling. Failed everything.
Bowling?
Yeah. Because
I
did
tennis ball.
Yeah, and you know what? Not a bad bowler. I bowled 266 too.
Really?
Yeah.
And you fail?
You got to keep score without the computers.
So the math part.
What?
The math part gets
math
dicey.
part.
That's crazy.
Yeah.
That 17 comes back into play.
Yeah,
a
that's
little
17.
bit.
Yeah, that evens you out. Yeah, you go. Yeah, you're just wrecking these kids, and then they're like, "But what's the score?" You
It's
go,
all
well,
up
you
here.
go, I don't know that, and they go, "Yeah."
Wow, man,
Yeah.
that is wild. So
Yeah.
how did
Western Kentucky was all uphill, so our dorm rooms
kept
were at
falling.
Yeah. Well, our
you were
dorm.
bowling uphill?
No, yeah, that was.
I wonder why you were
I
losing.
go, I can't get it there. No, the dorm was at the bottom, and then to go to class, you'd have to go straight up a hill, and that was enough to be like.
I'm with you.
I started missing a lot of.
Yeah, I'm with you.
When you got to get up and walk a mile up a hill,
Yeah.
I mean,
That's
you're like, am I going to college?
I would have been done too.
Yeah.
I don't hold that against you.
Yeah.
So technically, you shouldn't have graduated high school, or
you should have.
I barely I think I graduated because my dad. I think I failed a class to not graduate, and then my dad went and like talked to the teacher, and was just kind of like, "Come on."
six clowns show up.
Yeah.
What are you gonna do what the kid wants?
Yeah,
huh?
move it to a D. Let's just get him out.
Let's get them out.
Okay.
That's
Let's
for
get 'em
out.
everybody
What are we
involved.
doing?
Let's get them
Yeah.
out.
And how small of a town are we talking? What did you graduate with? How many kids?
So I graduated 56,
What?
and then so very
And you
small.
didn't make the basketball team? Dude, that's great. What, dude? That's nuts. Half of them are girls.
What? More than half, statistically.
Yeah, but they were good. They were good. That makes it sound
Make good
worse.
balls.
Sky hooks all day.
I never thought about how bad it was.
Man.
Yeah, that's tough, man. Yeah.
I thought you were going to say a couple hundred. 56. Man, that is vicious. When did you pick up golf? Because you're a good golfer.
Yeah.
You
got a good swing.
Kick
Something.
and shoot.
Yeah, I started playing golf probably like third, kind of when I lived here towards.
Oh,
is it
really?
about-
That late?
Yeah, pretty late, and then we would go play. I lived in Queens, so we'd go.
The chip and putt?
Yeah, some stuff like that.
Where were you at in Queens?
Well, we lived in Middle Village mostly.
Okay.
But then I lived in Astoria too for a little bit.
That's where I live now.
Yeah.
Shout out to
That's
Astoria.
the place to be.
Every comic comes to Astoria at least some point.
Your parents don't live.
We had a
in-
basketball league in Astoria.
Yeah,
when I was here.
I mean that's a
Yeah.
famed basketball.
Yeah.
You made that.
Yeah, I made that.
That's pretty good.
Pretty good. Yeah.
Having the court though, that's awesome.
Yeah, that was
Having your
cool.
name on the court.
Local boy makes good.
You
Yeah.
should make them do like a painting of you dunking.
Yeah.
Like right in the thing.
Over your dad or something.
Yeah.
Poster him. Who was growing up? Who was before you started doing all of that? Who was the most famous person you met? Could have been like a local celebrity, a radio guy,
News guy.
just somebody where you were like, "Oh, there's so and so. He was a big deal in town or in Nashville."
I remember we waited in line to meet Oral Hershiser. Like
Who's that?
Pitcher for the
pitcher
Dodgers.
of the Dodgers. Yeah.
Yeah.
Met him at like a Sears.
Okay.
You know, like they would sign a ball or something.
Yeah.
We waited in line for him to do that.
That's pretty good.
Yeah.
That was at the as a height, right? Is it in the 80s?
Yeah.
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 Yeah, he was
good.
big, man.
He was big.
Yeah, because he was like technical and like a nice guy, right? Man, that was kind of his thing.
Yeah.
The other pitchers were like rough and tumble.
What are you, a
Yeah.
scout?
He goes, his number one fan. And he goes, "You think you can hook that up now?" I'm like, we can look at it. You want to meet him?
Oral,
now?
get in here.
Yeah.
Got him waiting in the back.
Oral.
Drinking coffee.
Yeah.
No, I just remember him from the Dodgers back in the day.
Yeah.
What was the supermarket you went to growing up?
There's a Piggly Wiggly we'd go to there. Kroger, I guess would be the
Okay.
other,
Which
yeah.
would be the better of the two?
Kroger would have been
Kroger?
the better.
The
yeah.
higher end.
Okay.
Yeah.
How was your mom in the kitchen growing up? Was she?
We were not big cooks. It was like food was like, I think, something we just had to get done. It was like you're starving and then you have to eat.
Okay.
It was not.
Well, it wasn't celebrated.
It was not celebrated at all, and it's still not celebrated to this day. And I think I
Okay.
have problems with food. Not saying because of that, but it's just I don't look at food as.
You don't enjoy it. It's more functional.
It's the functional, but I then put the worst in my body to function because I
Same.
just want to solve the problem.
Gotcha.
Yeah.
But would you guys sit down and have dinner every night, like after school?
Your
Mom, dad, and your brother?
No, not a lot of TV tray.
A lot of TV tray.
Really?
Yeah.
Okay.
Yeah.
So what was she making? Like, what would be
Chicken. I just remember my whole life was
a
chicken.
lot of chicken.
A lot
chicken
of
breast
chicken.
or chicken like
Yeah, chicken breast.
on the bone?
Yeah.
Chicken breast.
Yeah, chicken breast. Should make this cheesy corn that was like in crescent rolls.
Ooh,
Chi-
don't sound too
no,
bad.
that was the best.
That sounds all right.
All
yeah,
right.
my daughter that's her favorite food, and so that was
Cheese
was
corn
the
in a
best.
crescent roll?
Yeah,
Ooh, I'm in.
yeah.
It's three of my favorite things.
Yeah.
Let's go.
Huh.
What about the bedroom?
Oh,
Growing
one second.
up?
I'm sorry.
Please.
Would you drink milk with dinner growing up?
Ooh.
We did. I believe we did. Yeah.
Were you
Yeah,
a
it
soda
never
family
stuck
too
out.
at all?
We're a big soda family now. We had a water rule because it just was expensive to drink soda out. So we only could drink water when we went out, if we ever went out to eat.
How
And
often
then-
was that?
Not often. I mean, not often. No.
Where would you go?
It's like you go to McDonald's and stuff, or O'Charlie's was a big
Got a
one.
water at McDonald's?
I think so.
That's
yeah.
criminal.
Maybe we got a Happy Meal because the Sprite
Oh,
or
yeah,
something
yeah,
would have came with
Yeah,
it.
that makes sense.
But we didn't get a ton of that. And then, but if we'd go to like O'Charlie's was a big one.
Casual dining establishment?
Yes.
Okay.
Yep. And so
That was a night
they had
out?
great rolls.
I'm with you.
Yeah, they messed it up. They had the most amazing rolls, and then they like changed the recipe, and it's just not even
Never got
remotely
there, yeah.
the same. My buddy that's here with me, his dad worked at O'Charlie's.
No kidding.
Yeah,
you
his dad could actually make the rolls, so that's
Really?
that's why he's
here.
here.
That's why you-
I need a roll guy.
I need the real deal. Go back to the come on, what are we doing with what they got now?
I like it. So up in the bedroom, what were the posters that you would have on your wall growing up?
Me and my brother shared a
Okay.
bedroom, bunk beds.
Till
And
when?
Were you top or bottom too?
I was top.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah. And then we shared till probably my freshman year in high school. We moved
Okay.
because then we changed houses, and the next house had a basement, and my parents had a bedroom made in the basement.
For them or for one
me.
of you guys? Really?
Yeah.
You got the
Yeah, they
basement.
kind of finished the basement, and then I got
Sure.
then
A
I got
corner
a
of
room.
it,
So
yeah.
that was about 9th grade when I got that.
That's not bad. How
That
was it
not
down
bad.
there?
It was great. They did a very cool thing. They put my bed in a wall, so the wall went in, so the mattress just laid on the wall.
Oh, that's pretty cool.
Yeah, pretty
Was
cool.
there an entrance down and out from there, or did you have to go upstairs?
No, you could have got out from there, but I would just go upstairs. I never ran out or anything like
No?
that. No.
Okay.
And so, and then on the wall, I would have had a lot of Vandy stuff. I'm a big Vanderbilt fan.
Sure.
Big Vanderbilt.
So,
fan.
anything Vandy, I would have had all Vandy stuff.
Okay.
All right. First concert you went to?
Michael W. Smith,
Who's
Okay.
he's a Christian singer.
that?
Okay.
Yeah.
Your parents were big into the church when you were growing up.
Yeah, still are.
Okay.
So grew up. We could only listen to like Christian music, like
No kidding.
clean music, stuff like that. I never really heard. I'm not a good music person either because I have a hard time. Either when I listen to music, I don't know if I don't ever listen to the words really, so I don't ever get that the song's about something.
It's all about the beat, man.
It's just I can even sing the words and they just don't mean anything.
doesn't get
to
in.
me. It doesn't get in. So
Uh-huh.
I can sing. I could listen to a sad song and be like, "This is a pretty fun song," and it could be because it's not registering to me as like suicide.
Same with like food. You're just like, this
Yeah.
is functional. I'm
Yes.
listening to music. I'm on a plane.
Yeah, exactly. Yeah, I just listen to I don't know what they're talking about. I'm not even trying to figure out what they're talking about. I don't,
It's a wild perspective, man. I love it.
I know.
And what about now? Is it mostly Christian music now?
No, now it's just anything.
Okay.
But I'd listen to probably a lot of country now.
Okay.
More country.
Very nice.
But again, I'm like music. I like whatever America likes is probably what I'm into. Like I'm not.
You're not rocking the boat. You're cool with the wave.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Hey, what's out right now? I'm in.
What's out right now? Yeah.
This is on the radio.
The yacht rock, like, or whatever. You're like,
Everyone's
whatever.
decided this is good. I'm on board.
Yeah.
It's been
I'm not-
vetted by the country. I'm in.
I'm not finding anything.
I respect that.
Yeah.
All right. Okay.
Man, you are just a straight up the middle American kid.
Yeah.
You are, dude. I love it.